Good afternoon, Googlers. My name is Rohit Kapoor, and I'm a business manager on the global business team. It is a great honor for me today to host this talk with the magician of melody, one of the most established and versatile singers in Bollywood, Shaan. He needs no introduction. We all know he has sung songs in more than 12 languages for pretty much any big name we can think of in Bollywood, right? He has also composed music and has written a lot of songs as well. If you were born in 80s or 90s, you've grown up most likely singing and dancing to his songs. To name a few popular numbers, Subah Ho Gayi Mamu, Musu Musu Hasi, Wo Pehli Baar, It's the Time to Disco, Chand Sifarish, Char Kadam, and so many more. Without further ado, we are proud, honored, and privileged to have with us here the ever-smiling, romantic, always energetic, the man himself, Shantanu Mukherjee. Please welcome him on stage.
Wait,
Shaan,
I have to confess, I'm very impressed. I had no clue you're going to really speak so eloquently until हम लोग जब वहाँ बातें कर रहे थे लग रहा था पता नहीं क्या interview करने वाला है.
रोज का काम.
Spoke very well.
Thank you.
So whoever the guests that come in, generally you do this?
No, I don't.
Big round of applause for Amit. Yeah, he did pretty well.
Okay, so तन्हा दिल तन्हा सफर ढूंढ रही थी आपको हम सबकी ये नजर, right?
वो कहते ना कभी ज़्यादा encourage नहीं करना चाहिए. But that was good. I'd like to invite on the dais my very, very dear friend and an amazing guitar player, Sarosh Izedyar. He's on tour with me since the last 16 years. He's been not just myself, with Asha Bhosle ji, with Shankar Ehsaan Loy,
Wow.
with Farhan Akhtar, and I had some squeals when I said Farhan Akhtar. I expected.
Sarosh, welcome to Google. Welcome to Google. All right, let's have a seat.
Yeah, I don't even ban. You can just Google and find out about all of us.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
No wonder we didn't get too many people here.
Yeah, they're gonna watch you live on YouTube. Not live, but recorded.
YouTube,
Yeah, that's a big one. But it's
I have
pretty.
more questions for you.
Oh yes, we're gonna talk
my
about
YouTube subscription's not going up. What do I do?
that. That's what I do for my living as well. So I'm gonna help you with that.
But you're going to charge me for this now?
Yeah. Only the food is free.
Whoever says YouTube gives you money, they charge you for everything.
They take some money as well.
I had the food that was free. I didn't. Next time I'll pay for it. How can people eat? What is that? Faro? What is faro?
I've never had that. You can probably tell. I'm not into healthy food at all. So.
But who's had faro? Who likes faro? Really? Pehli baar? And then you've continued to have it.
But it is pretty evident your charming and smiling personality has brought a lot more than just a musu musu hasi on everyone's face here. So thank you so much for that.
You know, we've been on tour now. We've done this is the sixth show here in San Jose.
Wow.
So me and my manager, as soon as we enter, oh my God, it's not a full house. What's happening? Bring in the people.
Not quite.
Tell them one ticket free with another one. But luckily for me, the shows have gone really well, and we've had full houses everywhere. And the San Jose one was absolutely fabulous. And so that syndrome has kicked in. But from here, it looks fine because you can't see those NPCs. You guys blocked them well. Nice.
Beautiful.
So now we'll start talking. I mean,
we are talking.
Start with the song, guys.
Let's do that.
Yeah, Sarosh all mounted up.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's warm it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's start with your Google connection first. Like Google
connection, of course. Yeah.
Your life has been a search throughout. Your journey of music and being a part of the music industry has been focused on searching what I'm going to do next. And Google, as you know, is the search engine. So anything you can tell us about that, and then probably start off with the song as well.
Once I've got over being so impressed by you, I will. It's amazing. Yeah, this connect, of course. Yes. Yeah, I've never really been very proactively seeking. So I'd rather call myself more of a searching types.
Okay.
And browsing types, and one thing led to another thing, and things just kind of happened for me. I didn't make it happen. So yeah, just like that sneeze. It just happened. So searching से इनके लिए बहती हवा सा था. बहती हवा is wrong.
Is it on? Okay.
बहती हवा सा था वो, उड़ती पतंग सा था वो, कहाँ गया उसे ढूंढो. हमको तो राहें थी चलाती, वो खुद अपनी राह बनाता, गिरता संभलता मस्ती में चलता था वो. हमको कल की फिक्र सताती, वो बस आज का जश्न मनाता, हर लम्हे को खुल के जीता था वो. यार हमारा था वो, छूके हमारे दिल को, कहाँ गया उसे ढूंढो. हाँ, कहाँ गया उसे ढूंढो. Thank you. Thank you. That's a song I often sing for my voice. Like at the moment, I don't know, kaha gaya? Say dundo. Bring that voice back.
Google it.
So yeah,
Google
not having a great voice day today.
Fantastic start though, right?
Yeah, self-attestment is very important.
It is, yeah.
People can flatter you. It's easy. Unka kya jata hai? Especially on, you put something out on YouTube, you know it's not good. And it's strange. Wow, awesome. Emoji, super. I wonder how when they're doing it, what must be on their state of mind, na? कुछ भी डाल दिया. क्या इसका?
But करना पड़ेगा.
नहीं इसको यार चल अच्छा देता हूँ तो कुछ मुझे स्माइली वापस करेगा, रिप्लाई मिलेगा. Fantastic, awesome, loved it, superb.
But that's, yeah, okay, let's not get into that. Yeah, it could take us a couple of days just on that one. So, but yeah, okay, awesome start. Thank you again. But let's go back to the agenda.
Yes.
And I was really curious as well to know about your family's involvement in the music industry and their journey a little bit, and how then you grew up into the musical family.
No, totally. It's a family business for 3 generations. The business hasn't done too well, but it is a family business because
it's doing really well.
Don't know anything else. But yes, my grandfather was a composer, singer. He was also a wonderful teacher of music. He had a lot of students would come in and learn music from him, classically trained, and his genre is devotional, Bengali devotional music. They're special. They do this Shama Shongit. If any Bengalis here? Thank you. Can you explain Shama Shongit? Because I just know he's okay. She's gonna. Oh, there's a mic there.
Yeah, so Shama is another name for goddess Kali, as you know, and Bengalis are very much, they're in love with goddess Kali because anything black is beautiful for us. So Shama Shongit is a special devotional kind of song just to offer our love and prayer to goddess Kali. And all the Bengalis, I think, we are in love with Shama Shongit.
Yeah, there's a strange
connection to it.
Connection, yeah, it makes me cry.
Oh, wow.
Shama Shongit, it's beautiful.
Then
You
we
must
would
hear it.
definitely like to hear a few lines of Shama Shongit from you because it
I
flows
just
in your
dug a
family.
really
You know?
big hole and buried myself in it.
Don't get emotional yet, though. We don't want you to get emotional yet. Right? Sing it without
Shama
the tears.
Shongit.
You asked for it, you know that.
No, I was talking about my grandfather.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of ma in that, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It has that kind of feel, but I don't know. That's of course a Ravinder Singh, but I think that's also শুধু তোমার বাণী নয় গো হে বন্ধু হে প্রিয় মাঝে মাঝে প্রাণে তোমার পরশ খানি দিও. Similar notes, but yeah, I'm obviously not an exponent on Shama Shongit, and I think we started off on a. Thank you.
Thank you
You really
for
didn't have to
the,
do this.
Yeah, thank you for the explanation and putting me on the spot.
It's all about the devotion, and
Yeah.
you have sung a beautiful devotional song. So, Goddess Kali will be overwhelmed with this.
Thank you. And for people like me who've
My
heard this for
family,
the
yeah.
first time.
So we've been a family of Kali devotees.
Okay.
And no, that doesn't explain my complexion at all, guys. These guys, huh? And under breath, I can hear under breath. I'm very good at that. But no, so that was my grandfather's story.
Yeah,
Then my
yeah.
father, of course, came down to Bombay and pursued his career as a composer. And he composed for quite a few films, but I lost him very early. The industry lost him very early. He was all of 43, and then lost him to a heart attack. And I just turned 14 then, and of course he was huge romantic too. So my mother again, they met at Ravindra Bharati, where it was a music school. Yeah, so
Started from there.
and so then my mom too sang in the industry in chorus, you know, when
Yeah.
the group singing.
Yeah.
So she did that for 30 years from
She won
1970 to 2000. Yeah, she won a Dada Saheb
Award,
Phalke
yeah.
award for her contribution in that field. So that was wonderful. So she sang till 2000. 2000 is when, you know, my career got a bit of a kickstart.
A lot
And,
more than just
I-
a kickstart.
Yeah, it kind of it was a turning point for me.
Yeah.
And so very sweetly she went and told all the 10 composers that, you know, abhi mera beta ga raha hai. So it's a little odd for me to be singing
Chorus.
in chorus if he's there singing. So she pulled out and so dad, mom, sister Sagrika, of course.
Of course,
Everyone
yeah.
knows her. So yeah, that's our family business.
Wow, fantastic. Loveology mein first, Baki sab mein fail. The song was awesome and the video was even better. Was it your idea to be dressed up as a scholarly, nerdy guy in the video and make it really quirky?
No, I see. At that point, I wasn't very serious about my career or about singing. Honestly, I just had a very, very terrible growing up times.
Yeah.
Acne, no money, no women.
Oh man, that's
It was
terrible.
just pathetic. So
I relate to the last
really
one.
thought of this.
I relate to the
What?
last one.
You didn't have acne?
No. Really? I didn't have women, so
So I guess the want wasn't there.
yeah.
But I had acne, so the want was there. But no women. So when this someone got it late. But anyway, so yeah, it's hormonal, right?
Yeah.
Acne. So then I made this song, and Loveology mein first, Baki sab mein fail. I was a good student. But that was the one subject I was terrible at. So I said, I'll do this song.
Yeah.
I'll go to Ken Ghosh, who's a dear friend of mine,
Oh.
who's making the videos for everyone, and tell him now, make me look good.
Sure.
And get these girls to swoon over me. And yeah, create a video like that. And he wouldn't stop laughing. He said, you obviously don't have a mirror at home and whatever, so I can't do that. And I have to spend too much money on you know,
Just making
special
you look
effects
good.
and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
that won't happen. So the look. So he made me that little Bihari Babu, you know, long hair, chashme.
I guess he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, but then he said, we'll use the smile as this little secret power.
Exactly. And that worked.
I still remember that smile. So yeah, I think it is one of the funniest videos.
It
really
is
funny
fantastic. Yeah, we're still.
Should we do that? Guys?
Oh, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Why
We
not?
haven't done in a long time.
Wow.
केमिस्ट्री तो है एक मिस्ट्री, बायोलॉजी से लगता है डर, ज्योमेट्री में हूँ 0 डिग्री, अलजेब्रा ने खा लिया है सर, पॉलिटिक्स इकोनॉमिक्स में होके रह गया मिक्स्ड, एक ही ऐसा सब्जेक्ट है जिस पे ये दिल है फिक्स्ड, लवोलॉजी में फर्स्ट बाकी सब में फेल, आओ यारो हमसे सीखो प्यार भरा ये खेल, लवोलॉजी में फर्स्ट बाकी सब में फेल, हम ना इसके मैं तो जा चुका हूँ दिल से दिल का खेल. That was the one, right?
Yeah.
You know what the original lyric was? कि इसके चक्कर में मैं तो जा चुका हूँ जेल. So they said no, that's because I write my own lyrics. They said no, dude, change that line.
Change it.
That's just rubbish.
आओ यारो हमसे सीखो दिल से दिल का मेल.
Gangster rap was not so big then.
Oh, okay.
No one really, would get really rich and famous and have huge, mansions with 20 swimming pools by saying I went to jail. It was too early. I'm from pre that time.
You wouldn't have been popular.
Imagine how I would have started that whole thing.
Oh man, yeah.
This guy's wicked, dude. He's been to jail. Did you hear that? Iske piche ja chuka hu jail. Oh,
Just
wow.
for being in love?
Let's follow this guy. Yeah, he must have been a gangster.
Absolutely. Wow.
I missed that chance.
Fantastic. Thanks again for doing that for us.
You don't have friends in the industry. You don't see it.
And then you did Q-Funk is Here to Stay.
Oh, Q-Funk was before that.
Oh, it was before that?
Yeah, Q-Funk started off, we went as a, we were just signed up by this company, Magna Sound.
Okay.
And God bless them. They have been instrumental in creating that whole 90s non-film parallel
Indian
thing.
pop music. If
Yeah.
you
I was talking to Vikas and he's saying, don't you miss those times?
I miss it. I personally miss those times for
It's
sure.
like, no, yeah, those times are a blur for me. Because I'm an 80s person.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, the 90s. But yeah, I know that for a lot of 90s people was like a fantastic time.
Oh yeah.
Most of you are born on the 90s, so you can't be 90s people. But anyway, so that's how it happened. Magna Sound, we did a lot of session singing for some of their artists, Shweta Shetty.
Yeah.
There's a guy called Style Bhai, who's from this part of the world.
Bombay ka #1 hai Style Bhai.
Style Bhai.
Yeah.
So my Sagrika did all the hooks for him.
Oh, okay.
And I did a song on his album.
Nice.
So then they took us on saying that, let's get you guys recording contracts. I had just gone to Tirupati then.
Wow.
So I went there and I had just shaved my head.
Yeah.
Did they say shave your head or shave your hair? No, shave your head, of
Head,
course.
yeah.
Terrible. So anyway, so then they were like, no, we can't sign you up. I was like, why? So you got a terrible hairstyle. Like, I said, but it's going to grow. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't let me not have a deal because and I'm not actually bald. I've just shaved my head.
Yeah.
It was as fickle then. It's gone even more fickle now, though. But that was the industry. Then I came back with that long hair.
Yeah.
I didn't cut my hair. And I said, wo zid pakad li ke. Ab to agar, if it's all about, yeah.
And that was deal, no?
Yeah, it was my way of telling them, balls to you. Baal lekar aa gaya main. Ghane lambe baal. Bolo, aap sign karoge ki nahi?
Oh man, balls to you.
They signed me up on that.
I love balls to you.
Yeah, they signed me up. Now he's got long hair now.
Oh man, that's
And
fantastic.
yeah, that was it. And then I see those videos. Have you all seen those videos? Oh my God, it's like, caveman 2. With hair everywhere and unkempt and crazy. But anyway,
that
Lavology, Aisa Hota Hai,
Yeah.
and 50-50. So all those initial Q-Funk.
Q-Funk and then some remixes as well, Roop Tera Mastana and whatnot. So fantastic.
So all that happened with that company. It was brilliant.
And then after that, Pyar Mein Kabhi Kabhi happened. What a project to bring such amazing artists to bring together and create a magical masterpiece.
True.
Musu Musu Hasi, Wo Pehli Baar and all that. Tell us something about that project.
No, yeah, that was amazing. That was the idea. They wanted to have all first-timers to work on it. Obviously, the film didn't do well. Experience bhi koi cheez hoti hai. Aisa thodi hota hai. But they got a lot of guys right. I mean, almost everyone involved in that film went on to doing really well, if not in their careers, then in their lives.
Yeah.
Because some didn't do well in their careers. So when I said that, I have to back it with something.
We have to be politically correct.
But in terms of music, if you look at music, I mean, it launched Vishal Dadlani as a composer.
Yeah.
Who then, during that time, teamed up with Shekhar Ravjiani, who was also launched.
Yeah.
as a composer-singer in the same film. He sang a duet with a lady called Mahalakshmi Iyer, who went on to singing.
Yeah.
You know, everyone knows Mahalakshmi.
Yeah.
There was me, there was Salim Suleiman. It was their first project. There was KK in that project.
Wow.
So it was an amazing project that, you know,
Amazing.
which is like, oh, Halley's Comet wali baat ho gayi.
Got
Itne
them
sare
going.
ek saath.
Yeah.
So that was a good start.
And what happened with Deo Na Lai Lai and Deo Ma Lai Lai?
No, we were very dedicated, both me and Vishal. It was our first song. We really wanted to give it everything. So we hung in there all of 20 minutes in the studio. And we were like, bro, bus, let's
Okay.
chill. So we went out, and sitting on the sofas, having free coffee. I still don't miss a free coffee.
Oh yeah.
Google maybe aake
We'll get you
free,
some.
get a coffee.
We'll get you some.
Anyway, so we are sitting there, and then suddenly they rushed out and said that there's a pronunciation problem. It's a Nepali thing, and it's Deo Na Lai Lai. There's no Deo Malai. There's no Malai in Nepal. So I was like, really now, Vishal, you want to go back in and then like dub all that all over again?
Yeah.
He's like, forget it. We'll keep it like that only. So we were very dedicated. We really, we didn't want to turn, like, leave no stone unturned. And see, that dedication has got us so far. Yeah. So, and us gaane ka malai aaj bhi kha raha.
For sure.
So should we sing that? Should we sing that? Oh, we could do that little, should we do that on a trick thing to it? It's too bad. But we'll try it. Yeah. Let's try. We're going to play a riff of a song. If you guess the song, then we'll sing it for you.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Up for it.
You can't Google it, dude. No. Use your ears. No?
Isn't that summer of '69?
Musu musu hasi deo na lai lai musu musu hasi deo zara muskura de zara muskura de खुशी गम बांट ले तू अपने हमसे तुले हंसी हो गए हम अब तेरे तू हो गई अपनी मुसु मुसु हंसी देव न लाए लाए मुसु मुसु हंसी देव जरा मुस्कुरा दे जरा मुस्कुरा दे खुशी oh can't you see you belong to me and how my poor heart aches with every step you take and every breath you take and every move you make every vow you break every cake you bake I'll be watching you because I figured I could sing anything and no one would know. No one knows the song. It's a shame. It's the greatest hit ever by Police. But from another era, from another time, from another world, Sarosh. Everyone's too young here today. Oh my God.
We now know this song.
Yeah. It's a huge classic.
But thank you for the rendition. That was fantastic.
Sting, you guys have heard of Sting, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Police was the band that he started off with.
And then after that, you got a project with Anu Malik and SRK. Almost acted in that movie. With
When you
SRK.
said after that, you meant like we spoke about Sting and now we're going to talk about...
Yeah. Totally after that. After Musu Musu Hasi happened.
Sir, Sting ko log bhool gaye. Lekin they can't forget me. It's not a laughing matter. I want to take that back. Because I've been around from no, honestly, I don't want to. You're not going to laugh at everything. I'm just doing a
You've done
mix
that
of Anuji, and I've done that
You've done that now.
many times. And he publicly has appreciated it, but then personally has flogged me for that. I haven't worked with him for the longest time since. So, no, kidding. But yeah, Anuji is truly the only composer who's actually had the longest career span any composer in Bollywood has had.
Wow.
successful longer stint. So that's pretty amazing. And for me, he's been a mentor of sorts. From all the songs that I've sung, I've not sung too many hits with Anuji, but I've sung a lot of songs, 50-odd songs for him.
Wow.
And yeah, and so it's been fantastic.
And
And SRK.
did you end up featuring in that song with the song?
Oh, that's the song you're talking about. No. Yeah. Ashoka. Yeah. Do you know they're both born on the same day?
Who both?
On the same date, November 2nd, Anuji and SRK.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So something. Any people? Any of you born on November 2nd?
Oh wow.
Really? No, I'm sure you know it better. Yeah. That's a silly thing to ask her, no? Really? No. November 2nd? Yeah, can I see your ID? No, but that's amazing. That's amazing. November 2nd is I think you're going to be a very tenacious and a very, very brave person.
She probably is.
What do her friends think of her? Does she have friends at all? Okay, that's good. Yes. So, okay, we're talking about anything but what do you guys probably... So, sorry, I've digressed.
No. Did you end up acting in that song?
Oh, that song, I did get an offer. I was too naive. It was very early. I didn't know that if you feature in big films and you give into, being a part of... I didn't know how that worked at that point.
Okay.
I asked for money. And
Of course.
they
Why
were
not?
like, dude, you're doing you're going to be featuring in a film with SRK and, Kareena Kapoor and...
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I want more money. I
Why
just
not,
realized
right?
this is a big film.
Yeah.
So, God bless his soul, the person isn't here anymore, but we had that little telephonic 2 or 3 conversations. He was very sweet. He was Mr. Jui Chawla's brother, Bobby Chawla. He was handling the production.
Okay.
So I remember the conversation. He was like shocked. He's like, do you even know how this, really?
Yeah.
So he even offered something. I said, no. 3 days work and that much money? No, I want more money.
Oh wow.
So I was quite stupid then. Yeah.
So you didn't end up doing it?
No, I didn't end up doing it.
Oh man.
And later when I saw the video, of course there was the man himself.
Yeah.
But I think I was going to get that little tribal part in the beginning before Shah Rukh Khan actually comes into the frame.
Thank you for
You
not
see that
doing
video? It's that song that Ore Kachi, Kachi ki gudiya, hoto. He refuses to play the guitar for me for this one. I'm kidding. I think it's an E, right? Ah. और काची काची की गुड़िया होठों पे बांधे प्रेम की पुड़िया हाँ ना से खोले ना मुंह से बोले पलकों पे रख के होठों से तोले ना से खोले ना मुंह से बोले पलकों पे रख के होठों से तोले और काची और काची और काची और काची और काची और काची.
Fantastic.
Wonderful. So yeah, there was a little story with this song. When I went to dub this song, I was supposed to be in Nagpur for a concert that I didn't want to go to because it was it's a long story anyway.
Okay.
There were some gangsters involved and it was all crazy, and I hate being bullied into doing things that I don't want to do.
Sure.
So and I was young again, not just foolish but all very foolish to take chances like this then. I thought it is being gutsy, but I learned the hard way that it's not.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Anuji was, "Tu jana hai, concert pe jana, you must go for that." So for the first time we used technology. So in this song I've only sung about 4 lines.
In the entire song?
Yes, and he's just placed it.
Oh wow. So was that the first time you did this, or in previous recordings?
I told him, don't do this, I'll do it, I'll sing it. But I think Anuji was just too excited about this whole new technology that had just come in.
Okay.
So he just wanted to try it any which way. So he said, "No, just sing 4 lines properly and I'll paste it everywhere."
Probably 22 years later.
Every
we
time
get to
Ore
know.
Kachi comes, it's the same line. There's another song that's happened. And strangely, both these songs have been written by my favorite and the one and only Gulzar Saab.
Oh wow.
The other song was a song in a film called Yahan. Beautiful song. Shreya Ghoshal is a beautiful song. Shantanu Moitra's music. So that happened that I came in and I was supposed to sing 2 lines. I think it was a song that obviously we don't do in our concerts so much because it's a total Shreya Ghoshal song. I just have 2 lines in it. Any guesses?
Pooche jo koi meri nishan.
Pooche jo koi. So I just have this. If you notice the whole thing, there are actually just 3 lines, but they keep coming back in the song. Zara zara aag vaag paas rehti hai. There are these two or three lines that I've sung, and it turned into a duet. They kept bringing these lines back.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great work, Shaan.
This Google can't tell you. Yeah. How I sang it identically the same way.
Well,
No
actually,
change.
thank you for sharing that. And now you just mentioned something that Google can't share with us.
Yeah.
Let's move off the music a bit.
Not until
Tell
now,
us-
but now that this is going to be out, they will.
Yes. So tell us something that outside of music motivates you, social issues, causes, and what you're doing for them.
Oh, social issues. I'm a sucker for social issues.
And you know.
I mean, yeah. And in India, I mean, I'm surprised they haven't said India is a social issue. but yeah, we have a long way to go, and there are so many things that we can do, and just waiting for the blame game thing, blaming for the bureaucrats, blaming the government, it's not going to help. And so I've been, I feel that once people are there, they're here listening to you, you may as well make the right noises. You may as well, we all have our social model. I'd also like to say ethical,
Principle.
responsibilities, and we have to, use those responsibly. So whenever I've had a chance to be a part of any social through song or even through campaign, I've always been a part of it.
Yeah.
And in that sense, I think I may have the record for the highest number of social cause songs any artist
Wow,
in the world may have had.
that's fantastic.
If I start counting, it's crazy. Almost every river song, suddenly there was a thing, they made songs on rivers. So I was a part of every river song.
Wow.
Even the Rally for River thing by Sadhguru, there was a river for Brahmaputra River, there was another river in Assam I didn't know of. I found out when I went to do the song. And I forgot the name now, but it runs from another angle, comes in from Bangladesh. Anyone knows which river this is? It crosses Sylhet, it crosses, okay, forget it. It's not a course on
Google it.
geography. But then Narmada River,
Yeah.
so lots of rivers.
Sure.
Then of course the regular ones, I mean when it comes to AIDS and child education and
Tobacco.
cry. Tobacco, I made a song on tobacco called Life Sipang. I don't know, Sarosh, you want to he is truly Google, I'm telling you.
Oh,
Any
wow.
song,
Yeah,
anything.
he's ready.
He can play it. He can play it. He puts me in a spot all the time.
He does?
Like, yeah, sometimes, someone makes a farmaish and he starts playing the intro and I'm like, dude, I don't know the song. And then he'll do a little whisper, he'll call me and I'll come and he knows the song too.
Thank you, Sarosh. Thank you.
And from rock to jazz to any genre of music, he can play for you.
So let's do the tobacco.
Suddenly everyone's interest is much more on Sarosh than on me.
Exactly.
But it's true, he's fantastic. So this one you remember? Because I don't actually, but anyway, it's a long back.
Okay.
So we did this wonderful campaign because we got to know that from age 13 to 15 is when you get this habit. And once you've got this habit at that early age, it's very difficult for you to lose it.
Sure.
And I realized that exactly what took my father away too. He started very early at 13 and by the time he was 43 he had this kind of nicotine patch. Not the nicotine patch people put,
but
it was inside his
the
lungs.
deposit, yeah.
So like a cloud in his lungs, which caused his heart attack. So this is, it was called Life Se Panga Mat Le Yaar. Masti mein ji le, घोट life ke pee le. Masti mein ji le, घोट life ke pee le. पर life se panga mat le yaar. Except it was a fun song.
Yeah.
Correct. See, put me in a spot. I could have easily blamed Sarosh saying, oh, he doesn't know the music, so I'll sing it some other time. But that was the kind of song. So it did really well. It worked. And not just a song. Then we went, we went to Delhi. We spoke at the health ministry thing. We went to Tata Hospital. We visited, the cancer cells there. And eventually we got a ban on tobacco in Maharashtra, in the state.
Wow.
With the NGO, of course, doing most of the work. Salam Mumbai. So I've been connected to Salam Mumbai for a long time, and we've been doing a lot of work through them. So that was one. When the Swachh India movement
Bharat,
started,
yeah,
Swachh
yeah.
Bharat thing came in, so we did a lot of songs on that. Then we did a song for Indore, Swachh Indore. And incidentally, Indore became the #1 city. So a lot of people come up to me and thank you, sir. आपके गाने की वजह से इंदौर साफ हो गया.
At least it motivated
And
people.
straight face I tell him, इस बार मैं किसी और शहर को बनाऊंगा ना.
I hope you get to
people
do
like
that.
who create Godmen,
No, I hope you get
Suddenly
to
they
do
make them
that.
feel powerful.
Yeah,
No, but it's just coincidence that happened. More recently, I did a song for on the plastic ban thing. No, the ban was already proclaimed, then the song. So I wasn't the cause for this, but it was done with the UN, and we actually had UN spokesman flew in on World Earth Day, 5th of June in India, because we had hosted that, and we put the song out. Wow. We had 11 artists singing it, right from Shankar Mahadevan, Sonu Nigam, Sunidhi Chauhan. I'd like to think that they sang because I called them and said, dude, sing for me. But no, they sang for the cause, of course. Neeti Mohan, Ayushmann Khurrana, Arman Malik. Now that name you guys know better, right? The young boys, yeah. So we had them across. Shamak Davar choreographed it, and so the song did really well.
Fantastic.
I'd like to think it went viral on WhatsApp.
Yeah, where the views don't count. No, but thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you so much for your contributions to all the...
No, yeah, a lot of social cause. And I think it's important. Very often I used to, I'd done a song on global warming way back in, when? In 2005. But they kind of used it for the soundtrack of Narnia. It was a song called Shuruat. Yahi Ant Ki Shuruat. It was a scary song. But it was about how ये जहाँ चलता रहा हम देखते रहे अपनी अपनी रोटियां हम सेकते रहे मजबूर से नाकाम से मुंह मोड़ के अंजाम से बेशर्म सी ये जिंदगी कुछ दूर जी लिए यही अंत की शुरुआत है ये रात भी खैरात है तेरे उस जन्नत की हम तो जनाजा ले चले इस बार के बरसातों में तू अपने उन्हीं हाथों से एक नया एक जहां सोच ले. So I just thought that when you make a song that is, oh, hum karenge, it'll be nice, oh, fun, let's do it together. The message doesn't come through because but honestly, there's very little time. We messed up to such a large extent.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, for some reason they thought instead of doing a song and making a video on global warming, let's put it out on an international film. I didn't complain. Narnia,
They picked it up.
The Witch and the Wardrobe or something like that. Yeah.
The Chronicles of Narnia.
The Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah.
I didn't see the connect, but it's not the first time. But I did a song that was created by Blue. It's a band in the UK,
One Love.
very popular band, Blue, called One Love, which was created after the 9/11 tragedy. And so I was called in to sing so they wanted to create this Asian mix. So they had gotten artists from various parts of Asia. Also, they wanted like people in America know the Asians are only not just Chinese or Korean or Japanese, and even Indians are also Asian.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But so then I was a part of that Asian mix.
Sure.
So on my way to the studio, I thought, why not thoda sa और footage खा लूं, and I kind of to the meter of the same tune, I wrote the stuff in Hindi.
Hindi, yeah.
And then I put it out to them and said that can we create this collab? They said that'd be great, but can we have the song in a Bollywood film? Because Bollywood obviously is bigger.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, if that helps. So we put it in a Bollywood film. So the song, I'll sing the song for you so you know in what context I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So the song was, One Love. Yeah. क्या मैंने सोचा और क्या हुआ क्या दिल ने चाहा और क्या मिला, अब जीत कैसी और हार क्या, किस पे भरोसा एतबार क्या, फिर भी दिल में आस है, आंखों में तलाश है, वो तुम जो साथ हो। एक सुबह आएगी, रोशनी जलाएगी, ओह अब की जो रात हो, one love, धड़कन कहे one love, मिलकर रहे one love, एक आसमां हाँ एक जहां one love, नया जोश है one love, नई सोच है one love, हमें है यकीन one love is all we need. So, yeah, incidentally, all the songs I've sung, almost all of them, I've written the lyrics to.
Wow.
Except for Musu Musu Hasi, which went Malai Lai. But, yeah, so that's another thing I do.
It's a
I
passion
write
as well.
Lyrics too. When you know you're not good at one thing, you try to do too many other things also. So you kind of keep it balanced.
In your case, it works out perfectly well.
Yeah, but coming back to this song, then it came into a film called Rakt, where Abhishek Bachchan just did a hip hop thing on it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it happens sometimes, lost in translation. I should have known people don't listen to lyric.
Whatever sells.
Yeah. That day I went to it was a very, sort of a program. It was kind of semi-devotional, spiritual rather.
Okay.
Where you can't have any just about random songs. So I had to choose even from my songs that are almost spiritual by today's standards, because मेरे किसी गाने में ना दारू, ना कुड़ी, ना late night party शादी कुछ भी नहीं है, तो बच्चों को भी पसंद नहीं आते हैं आजकल. उनको भी बड़ा spiritual से ही गाने मेरे सारे अगर आप देख लें. तो फिर भी मतलब it was that kind of a show where I had to think नहीं यार ये शायद maybe I won't do this one, Slight mention of holding hands in that, maybe I'll avoid. मतलब
Absolutely.
So there one little child comes up, and so I always encourage, kids and all music, it's sweet. तो बोले आंके मैं गाना गाना चाहता हूँ. So no, he had like, I'm not saying all kids speak like that, but वो थोड़ा सा तोतला सा था बच्चा. तो आया और फिर he took the mic, and his doting parents came in front, and he, should I do it on the mic? No, I'll just do it. So, but he had the mic in his hand, and then, blue eyes hypnotized, very short dress में तू bomb लगती है. I was like, what is this kid singing? He's singing a Honey Singh song.
Yeah, they don't even realize that. Yeah.
And the parents. And there was the spiritual guru of sorts who was also like skirmishing a little bit, but बच्चे ने अच्छा गाया. सुर बड़े प्यारे लगे. So I noticed that no one listens anymore. They don't listen to the words. It's crazy.
As long as the music is catchy, they'll probably sing anything.
Yeah. Or they do listen to the words. And they like it. They like this sort of stuff. I'm getting a feeling. How can it be such a coincidence that every hit song is full of not just Hindi? I mean, look at the English songs.
Oh, yeah.
I went with my son. He's into vinyls now. He wants to, listen to records. I said, we used to listen to that as like new.
Yeah.
No, I'm not that old.
It's a thing.
But but now they collectives and stuff like that. So in every of them, any CD today you pick up, anything, it's got that, right? What are the parental, explicit lyrics?
Ratings and
So I said, just pick up something that doesn't have this. He's saying, then I can't buy anything. So I'm thinking, you do listen to the lyrics. And just pretend that, no, I just enjoy the beats.
Yeah. Well, that's what I try to do as well, but okay.
Yeah. So, but it's not. We are also talking about social causes. Even this tour that I'm doing, it's connected to a very strong social cause. And see how time flies. The tobacco social cause that I got involved in is less than 10 years ago. And we tried to get a ban on tobacco. In India, it's not just cigarette. Cigarette is like 3 or 5% of it now. Yeah. It's more the gutka, khaini, mawa, goa, these various names they have to it. Yeah. Anyway, the issue now is not tobacco as much as drugs. So the opioid awareness is what we're talking about in the US, and I'm going to take it up when I go back to India, because I'm told the numbers are hugely growing back home too. Mumbai being the capital of this kind of, experimental drug abuse death that is happening. Taking up, pills that are in your parents' drawers and stuff like that are expired, and then, mashing them up, and they're called pot parties.
Okay, that's...
हमें हमारे पॉटलक पार्टी सब अपने अपने घर से सब एक एक चीज कुक करके आते थे और सब मिलके वहाँ रख लेते थे. अरे तूने डेजर्ट क्यों लाया यार, अभी 2 डेजर्ट हो गए, मेन कोर्स है ही नहीं, चलो यार ये डेजर्ट को मेन कोर्स बना के खा लेते हैं.
अभी expired medicines ला रहे हैं.
But this is it, they get expired medicines and they mash them up together, and there are painkillers in there are all kinds of stuff in there.
That's scary.
And and they're dying. Apparently, every 2 weeks in the US alone, you have deaths that amount to the number of deaths of the 9/11. Every 2 weeks, and these are young kids.
Wow.
So that's the awareness that we're talking about through these shows. My concert's called Love in Concert, so it's a good connect.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and also I'm among the few artists who don't do drugs. So
Thank you again.
and who don't smoke, and who occasionally drink, like last night.
Was an occasion, so...
Yeah. We were in San Jose. We went to a wonderful club. It was fun.
Yeah. So.
But not like, घर में बैठ के, यार शाम हो चुकी है. Not that kind of thing. So yeah, I work out. I try to stay fit. And I think, the one person who is with you for the longest time is yourself, right?
Yeah.
So you have to make yourself a decent company. And so it's important to stay fit. But if it means that you have to have faro for lunch, I'd rather have a life.
We need to get better at selecting the...
No, it's just, I'm sure it's an acquired taste thing.
Please acquire
Blue
it.
cheese. I'm beginning to love blue cheese now.
Oh, nice.
Caviar, I'm not sure of, but getting there. Probably blue cheese is cheaper, right? Caviar हमारे मिका बाजी को ज़्यादा पसंद आएगा.
वो तो हाँ, top class.
खर्चा वो करते हैं solid.
Jatak.
और मैंने मस्ती में ऐसे we were there, 4 lanes at a bowling alley. How much would that cost you? How much? If you want to book 4 lanes at a bowling alley, one at $60, I'm guessing 4 into 60, do the math, it's nothing.
65, whatever.
Chalo, a really posh one, $300. What does that compare to? But people are, hey, look at him also. He's also splurging money. Anyway, it's fun to see how people react. It's crazy. So आज मैं full time pass mood में हूँ, आप समझ ही सकते हैं. फिर भी, would you have any questions? Because he's asking all those very hardcore questions here, controversial ones. So can you all ask me some controversial? Yes, my
Let's
love.
move to the mic. Let's move to the mic.
To the mic?
Okay.
She come here so everyone can see you too. She's such a pretty girl. Yeah, what is your question?
Can you sing Chanda Chamke Cham Cham? I danced on it when I was 5 years old.
Oh, of course. Okay, that's sung by my very, very dear friend, and he'll be very happy. He's now a very busy politician, but he's a wonderful, wonderful singer too. Babul Supriyo had sung that song.
Yeah.
So how's it? It's the music of Chand Se Barish. So we can do a little bit and then we can do Chand Se Barish. Dun 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 dun. Huh. You know the words?
Chanda
Chamke Cham Cham Ke Keja Karna Chor. Chitti Chatti Chini Ka Doi Khane Chor.
One more time.
Chanda Cham Cham Ke Keja Karna Chor. Chitti Chatti Chini Cha Doi Karna Chor. कितना मुश्किल ये गाना जरा गा के दिखाना.
Chanda chamke chori chamke chon chonte chamna chor.
मुझे नहीं आता है. लेकिन it's true. कितना मुश्किल ये गाना जरा गा के दिखाना.
That's what the challenge is.
Yeah, that it's too many ch and too many kids here. So I don't want to take a chance singing this song.
So let's
पता
stick
नहीं
to
क्या
chance.
गाकर क्या निकला है.
Let's stick to chance first then. On
Yeah,
the same
we can
cue.
try chance. That's also ch, na?
Alright.
Chanda se chand, na? Okay, we'll try that. La 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 la. Hey, hey, hey. Aha. Walla, walla. Walla, walla. Chanda chamke chiti tat. चांद सिफारिश जो करता हमारी देता वो तुमको बता शर्मो हया के पर्दे गिरा के करनी है हमको खता जिद है अब तो है खुद को मिटाना होना है तुझ में पना चांद सिफारिश जो करता हमारी देता वो तुमको बता
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for the surprise.
Singing on the lapel mic is feeling better than this mic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can take this one.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
kidding.
Yeah. Huh?
You have another question?
This has more effects on it. Yeah, yeah.
On the mic. On the mic over there.
On the mic. Why don't you use this mic?
Over there, Shaan. We have one.
Oh, yeah. She's already on the mic.
That's the Google way of doing things.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm audible. Yeah.
You are.
So first of all, I can't stop smiling looking at you, like your cute dimples and your sense of humor.
No. I actually honestly heard, I said, I don't know if I'm naughty or not. I was like,
You're awesome.
you really want me to tell you that? Then I heard, am I audible or not? Sorry. So tell me.
So thank you for coming here. And I just wanted to know your experience. Like recently, I went to a recording studio
Oh.
with my sister. She did awesome singing
Okay.
at it. And
Wow.
I'm like, maybe it's easy. So I went up and I tried to sing, like put that
Headphones, yeah,
bulky
yeah.
headphones on me. I don't know where I was going. I don't know where the music was. Like the scale and sur and everything just went here and there. Came out, I'm like, let me hear. And I couldn't hear myself. So I wanted to hear, like, how was your experience?
You know what? Lately, there's been a lot of talk that, just about anyone can sing these days. It's so easy. There's auto-tuning and things like that. But it's you have to sing to a certain level. It's not like, just about anyone can be made to sing. A lot of, singers from my generation have been venting out and saying things like that. That आजकल क्या है? हमने गाने गाए थे और आजकल तो कोई भी गाता है ये वो. But you need to know your music. You can't.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
can't. It's so you're right about that. It is quite, and it's also quite sort of intimidating, the headphone and all that stuff.
Exactly. So I wanted to know, how was your experience? Like first time when you went to the studio, like what did you feel? What was the cakewalk?
Strangely, you know how your earliest memories would be when you're like 4 and stuff like that? I started singing from that age, professionally.
Wow.
So I really don't know what it's like. I used to think everyone sings because at home, everyone sang. Whoever came home, because my dad being a composer, only singers would come in. So they would also sing. And so I just thought everyone sings. I had no clue. It's like that. So the first song I sang, I was 4.5, and it's on record. So a lot of people say a lot of things now. Rebel lies. आजकल झूठ बहुत लोग बोलते हैं. लेकिन it was a company was then called HMV, which is now Saregama.
Yeah.
And it was a Bengali nursery rhyme album. And it was Ete apple khe, beete bat ball niye, chalo kheli. So yeah, it was put on those platforms, and then the headphones were even bulkier. You can trust me on that.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I would have been a few inches taller, but wearing these headphones, I shrunk my
Kept you
my
down.
spine, yeah. So I used to sing for children, advertising and stuff. All those advertisements of certain products that probably don't even exist anymore. It's through the 70s. But I don't think we can mention products because it's going on YouTube, na?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
because
stay
they're
away
not
from
going to
that.
pay me for this, are they? Endorsements nahi hone wale, na? So yeah.
Let's talk about the number of views then, offline. Okay,
Do you
guys,
think we can then approach them later? Said that, see, so many people got to know that I sang for your company, and can we crack a deal?
let's talk about this offline.
Offline? Okay. But yeah, so I sang for jingles and stuff. So I started very early. So that's the one thing. I never got intimidated by singing or recording, or live singing started a little late. And live singing is something that always intimidates me. I don't know, because some guys probably have a shot, but I don't do that. I just do my 20 push-ups and get on stage. But even today, it's always scary to be on stage. Even right now, singing, because I just came and started singing, but
You're
it's
awesome.
no, it's not not on top shape in terms of my throat. But live is always scary, and live is real today. So when you sing on for a recording, some singers are quick. We finish in like 40 minutes at the most. Some singers take days. So, you know, it's you can do it again. Then you have technology that can set it up.
Yeah.
But live is real.
True, true.
You know, then the same person comes and sings live, and you're like. I remember doing a show with this lovely lady, and so she had a very, very popular song, and it was completely auto-tuned. So when she sang live, these guys kept on saying, nee, 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 nee. Waisi gao. And you know the kind of auto-tuning that was done, like say, like when Cher did that song? They believe in love and love. So it was obvious, right? They did it intentionally to create a sound. So this song was also created that way intentionally for that sound. So when she was singing it live, they would stop. No, it's not sounding the same. How is she going to sing it? So they wanted her to sing in that auto-tuned style.
Yeah.
That's so strange.
That's difficult.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Thank you.
sharing that
Thank
experience
you.
and all the things
Thank
around
you.
that.
Thank you.
so
Thank you for the
much.
explanation. Okay, guys, I hate to be a spoil sport, but we're running super short on time right now.
Really?
This is going to be one last question. Yes, ask your team. This is going to be one last question, and then...
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So make it a serious one, because I've just not been able to answer any serious questions. Huh. Ah.
हम जो चलने लगे.
अच्छा. मुझे लगा कोई सवाल होगा. But that song is truly a philosophy that I believe, because we never really get anywhere. वो मंजिल, you know, लगता होगा कि यार, all I want to do is be a Google employee, be in that campus, man, free food all day long,
Eat
sleep
farro.
pods,
Eat farro.
even for half an hour. So what? That fantastic campus, and you get to Google, and you realize you want something more, right?
Yeah, always.
So, yeah, you want to be the CEO. so you keep, you know, so it's only the travel, it's only the suffer. So this is wishing, since it's the last song and the last moment here, wishing all of you very, very happy journeys, happy travels with Google and in your life. हम जो चलने लगे हैं ये रास्ते हो मंजिल से बेहतर लगने लगे हैं ये रास्ते हो खो जाए हो जाए हम यूं लापता मीलों चले जाना कहाँ ना हो पता हो हम जो चलने लगे हैं ये रास्ते.
Fantastic.
Thank you guys.
Thank you,
so
Shaan.
much. Never refuse a lady.
Never refuse a lady? Okay. Oh, how can we forget that one? Okay, last 2 minutes.
She
Promise.
mentioned the song, got up and started dancing to it. There was a slight movement.
You cannot say no to that.
Of course, and this is of course a song of, I'm sure many you connect to.
Yeah.
I think that's important. When I write a song, I don't want to write a song that's been written before. So if I wrote a song like Bhul Ja, you know, I felt way back then, now they talk about depression and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Amit, you know, Amit Padukone, he apparently has a cousin who's very popular.
Yeah. Yeah.
So of course, I mean,
That's why he's
because
not
doing
here.
a lot about depression now, and it is a serious situation. But
Yeah.
I had a solution to it way back then with Bhul Ja, you know, in terms of song. Tana Dil again was about when you leave your roots, your country, and you go somewhere, but you have to carry on. So don't ask me why I wrote a song like Kenny G or any other frivolous song. But obviously that didn't work. So I'll stick to writing songs
Let's stick to
with
Tana.
meaning and
Yeah.
sense. आँखों में सपने लिए घर से हम चल तो दिए जाने ये राहें अब ले जाएंगी कहाँ मिट्टी की खुशबू आए पलकों पे आंसू लाए पलकों पे रह जाएगा यादों का जहां मंजिल नहीं है जाना है कारवां चलना अकेले है यहाँ तन्हा दिल पर
तन्हा सफर ढूंढे तुझे फिर क्यों नजर
तन्हा दिल
तन्हा सफर
ढूंढे तुझे फिर क्यों